Normally when individuals think of depression, they normally think, well, serotonin, dopamine, neurotransmitters. They tend not to think of certain things like, or I should say events, as inflammation or synaptic maladaptation. Now we're looking at these grape compounds, which we're going to review in this research in particular. Now keep in mind this was an animal model. These grape compounds, through working through helping alleviate the effects of inflammation and synaptic maladaptation, help at the same time alleviate major depressive disorder in this particular animal model. To proceed, researchers find grape-derived compounds may promote resilience against depression. In a study to be published online February 2nd in Nature Communication, scientists from the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai describe an extensive analysis of a novel grape-derived compounds, in particular dihydrocaffeic acid, DHCA, and I hope I don't mispronounce this, malvidin 3-O-glucoside, or otherwise known as malgluc, which might be developed as therapeutic agents for the treatment of depression. The study results indicate that these natural compounds may attenuate depression by targeting newly discovered underlying mechanisms of the disease. To proceed and read verbatim. Depression is associated with a multitude of pathological processes, including inflammation in the peripheral immune system, a set of biological structures and processes in the lymph nodes and other tissues that protect against disease and abnormalities involving the synapses. The structures that permit neurons to pass an electrical or chemical signal to other neurons. However, currently available antidepressants are largely restricted to targeting the systems that regulate serotonin, dopamine, and other related neurotransmitters. And these treatments do not specifically address, as we discussed before or mentioned, inflammation and synaptic maladaptations that are now known to be associated with major depressive disorder. Now enter the grape compounds. To proceed. Previous research has found that grape-derived polyphenols have some efficacy in modulating aspects of depression, yet the mechanisms of action, had largely remained unknown until now. The new study, led by researchers and a team of investigators per se, found that a bioactive dietary polyphenol preparation, a combination of 3 grape-derived polyphenol products, including a select Concord grape juice, a select grapeseed extract, and trans-resveratrol, was effective in promoting resilience against stress-induced depression in mice. Those particular select compounds, as we mentioned prior, were the compounds, again, dihydrocaffeic acid and malvidin 3-O-glucoside as at the beginning. Now I'm just going to go straight to the abstract and read an excerpt from the abstract, even though there's much more in the full research itself, which I encourage you to review. And again, the DOI will be listed so you can follow links on your own. But to read from the abstract, which actually gives a great explanation as well as the public release here, it is as follows. Major depressive disorder is associated with abnormalities in the brain and the immune system. Chronic stress in animals showed that the epigenetic and inflammatory mechanisms play important roles in mediating resilience and susceptibility to depression. Here, through a high-throughput screening, we identified, the researchers per se, 2 phytochemicals, as mentioned before, the dihydrocaffeic acid and the malvidin 3-O-glucoside, that are effective in promoting resilience against stress, and this is how it does it, by modulating brain synaptic plasticity and peripheral inflammation. And it proceeds forward with more benefits in regard to that combination itself. So to take from this, these grape-derived compounds do seem to have some impact, at least in the animal model, in alleviating the symptoms of basically major depressive disorder by enhancing the ability to reduce inflammation, in this case increase plasticity, which some can argue enhances the adaptive process of the brain itself. Again, this is Ralph Trujano signing off. I hope you find this information of use. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you again in 7 days. See you then. Bye.